Hey guys, welcome to my brand new channel TB Gaming, where I'll be recording guides and progress series for mobile games predominantly to start with, hopefully then moving on to PC and console games. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment with suggestions on other games you would like guides for. First off though, we have a relatively popular mobile game, Granny. I know the second installment has been released, but through research I've seen that there are no solid YouTube guides for the original Granny game. In this first video I'll be guiding you through the menu, settings and giving you a full tour of the house to get you familiar with the concept and layout of the game. I will be uploading videos running through every preset on extreme mode to help you on your way to completion. Without further ado, let's get stuck into the first section of the guide where we will cover the menu, game modes and all of the settings involved in Granny. To access the menu, you just simply have to press play at the top left there. So first of all, over on the right hand side we have the quality, which I play on high. You can set to low, medium or high. Obviously higher frames per second on high. The difficulties we go from practice to easy, which you have Granny moves a bit slower, no creaking floors, and opportunity to get a bonus day with the picture pieces. So we move up to normal, where you can still get the bonus day from collecting all the picture pieces. On hard mode, Granny moves a bit faster, one extra lock on the main door. And above that is extreme mode, where Granny moves faster than you, two extra locks on the main door, and darker mode is on, reducing your visibility. This is the music option. I tend to play without it, but it's a very, very good theme tune. I love that. And we also have a nightmare option at the top right. Warning, do not play if you have nightmares. So basically nightmare mode, all it is a version of extreme mode. I think you can play it on any difficulty actually, where the floors and walls are covered in blood. There are rats about that attack you, do a little bit of damage and don't kill you though. Darker mode is also on to reduce visibility permanently. Yeah, that's it really. We don't play with nightmare mode though for the purpose of these guides, as visibility is extremely reduced and you wouldn't be able to see a fat lot what's going on. So one of the recent updates that hit us with Granny, they introduced a practice mode where Granny isn't actually in the house and you're free to roam around, explore, look for item locations, etc. without being hassled, to get you more involved and used to the game. That's the sort of mode that I'm going to be using to walk through the house right now. And also at the end I will show you the new cutscenes that also complement this new practice mode, as they are different to playing on any other preset, on any other difficulty with Granny in the house. So you'll wake up in the starting bedroom is how we'll refer to it. There are a couple of little messages hidden about. Leave this house written inside the drawer, and 5 days on the table, which indicates obviously the objective of the game. There's a vase on this table which can be knocked over as a distraction to bring Granny towards the room, and a closet for you to hide in. You simply just tap the hand to open and close doors. You can also hide underneath the bed. I will show you towards the end of the video what happens if Granny catches you. Moving on to the bathroom, you've got the sinks, the toilet and the bathtub, which items can be found in. There's a locker as well in the corner. In the centre of the room there's a creaky floor which you want to avoid, and also in the ceiling a grate which can be fell through from above. If you turn left out of the starter bedroom, we'll enter a room that we will refer to as bedroom 1. In this room you've got a bed which can be hidden under, like so. You've got a creaky floorboard in the middle, You've also got a chest of drawers here, which items can be found inside on certain presets, and a shelf. One little trick here is to close the door. You can actually knock this lampshade onto the door, and when Granny opens it, she will force a distraction noise. If you go through here, there's some boxes up against what we call the hidden closet. We'll get into that later. The secret area, and we're in the closet now. Just be careful of this coat hanger because it can fall to the ground and cause a distraction for Granny to walk towards you. So now we move on into bedroom 2, and on the right hand side here you've got another chest of drawers. As you can see, there's a wrench on there. You'll find other items. This chair can be knocked over to attract Granny, and also there's another bed to hide under just in case. If you knock this portrait down off the wall, you'll see a hidden switch which will open up a secret room which was recently added into the game from an update, where a book can be placed on that pedestal there. So if we head over here and open this door, you'll see it leads us out to the hallway. So I'll show you quickly the Easter egg, and you put the book on the pedestal. As you can see, it spawns another version of Granny, which you can find more information out about that on the Granny wiki. If you turn left out of that bedroom, go up the stairs, we enter the attic area, where you've got a dummy in the middle of the room. That can be pushed over to attract Granny towards you, and also a little door into a secret tunnel which actually leads to the grill at the top of the bathroom. You can fall through this grill. You'll drop onto the creaky spot of the bathroom floor. So back in the attic, you want to be careful of this little section of floor in here, as if you get too close to it, it breaks and drops down. If you were to fall, it's an instant death down into the bottom of the hallway. Over here we have a box which can be hidden in away from Granny. Again, I'll show you the animation if she catches you. This room here, you can insert the special key and go up the stairs. This is sort of the secret room, as it's referred to. You've got some barrels, a locker and a table, and a food dish. This is where Granny keeps her pet spider. As you can see it there, you need to put the meat down on the dish to attract the spider, in order to grab what's required out of that closet. As you can see, the spider's just killed me there. So we've returned to the attic with a hammer, where we can use it on these planks of wood here. The planks of wood can be placed onto the gap there for you to cross safely. Just be careful walking over it in case you fall. So if you go through the opening where the planks were, you'll be in the baby room. This door you can't actually open, only Granny can. There's one of 2 doors that can do this. Over here you've got some shelves where you can find items, and a cot, which is the second Easter egg, the teddy bear. If you drop the teddy bear into the cot, you'll be shown a small cutscene with some music of Slendrina, showing you the cross-link between the Slendrina series and the Granny games. Again, more information can be found on the Granny wiki about that. So if we move back out into the attic area, we'll actually cross the plank that we placed over the hole in the floor. This is the jail room, as we refer to it. Again, that's the other side of the door that we can't open. The creak in the floor is quite a large area. It's a vase we can knock over. There's a security camera there that you can break to prevent this jail door from closing. If you don't, however, break the security camera, the jail door swings shut on you. There's a wheelchair there, and a ventilator shaft which you need the plier cutters to cut the wire before you can retrieve the item in from inside. To open the jail door back out, you need to knock these 2 pegs out of the right hand side hinges and push it over, which makes a big noise for Granny. So coming into the hallway down the stairs, be careful of these paintings that you can knock off the wall. They do make a noise. Up there's a screwdriver which I'll show you how to get down with a shotgun. You just simply aim at it and shoot it. You can also do this with a crossbow. This will make sure the screwdriver gets knocked down onto the floor within reach, else you cannot obtain it any other way. So here in the hallway, this is where the main door is that you will need to escape through in half of the presets. Be careful of this tripwire here, which rings a bell when you walk across it. Now on the main door you can see several locks. You need a key code to unlock the padlock there, a padlock key for that padlock, the wire cutters, the pliers to cut that wire, a battery to operate that section, and also the hammer for the planks of wood. This lock is obtained by cutting wires outside, and also you need the master key for the front door lock. There's a closet here also for you to hide in, and also a locked door here which you need the remote control for. Usually inside here there's pepper spray. I'll just clip it in now and show you exactly how to use it. So I've got the remote control in my hand there. You just point it at the door and press use, and then it will allow you to open the door. As you can see, there's a pepper spray on the bench which you can pick up and use as a weapon to stun Granny for a few seconds. It doesn't last long though, so don't use it too much. So we move on now into the kitchen. First of all, there's a painting on the wall that can be knocked over, and also the plates here on this side all create noise which attracts Granny. There's several cupboard doors, all which can be opened. There's also a microwave which makes a noise when you open it. There's usually items either on the worktop or inside these cupboards, and there's also a kitchen locker which sometimes contains a melon, a weapon key, etc. Be careful of the creaky floor next to that kitchen locker though. So through this side of the kitchen now we enter the dining area, with a big table in the middle and a door to the left hand side, which is the second door you cannot open. You can climb through this window into the garden area, which we will cover later on. And if you continue round here, there's a creaky floorboard there, so always walk around the other side of the table when you're moving away from that area, and be careful not to knock this table over. If you continue over here, you enter the living area. All paintings on the wall and a lamp shade that can be knocked over. There's a TV table past this creaky area, which is sometimes an engine part or another piece of a shotgun on top of. So from that living area we can proceed through this door into a room known as the study. A lampshade there that can be knocked over, a creaky floorboard next to this cabinet here which can be opened with items inside, and also the study drawers there, all containing items. So if you go through this door here, you're back into the main area, the hallway. We've got a stairway here which leads down to the basement area. So it's quite a big area. We also have the garage underneath, which I'll show in a minute. This is a doorway that can be knocked over in any mode except extreme. I'll come to that later. So here you can knock down this little piece of metal, and you need wire cutters to cut the wire inside there. Here's the workbench of the basement, which you can see we've got a hammer there. There's a safe which needs the safe key, often contains an item, and you can push these crates to the side. We'll come back to that shortly. If you go around here, you'll see another distraction post there, to a doorway which leads down into the garage, which we will cover now. So when you go down the stairs into the garage, you'll first notice a locker which you can use to hide in, a car in the centre of the room. There are items in the trunk of the car, however be careful of the rear bumper, which will knock off to create a noise. Also inside the car is the glove box compartment, which can be opened without opening this door. If you open this door, it will fall over and create a noise. There's some rack in there that often has an item on it. You need a padlock key to be able to open the garage door. This is where you find the shotgun and the shotgun shells. You need all three pieces. You can open the bonnet of the car, where you'll need an engine part, spark plug, battery, and also a wrench to fix the engine part in order to start the car. You also will need to use the fuel can on the filler cap in the boot of the car, in the trunk. You can get in the car once it's fixed and press start, but obviously right now you can't start the car. So if you get back out of the car, this doorway here leads to the sauna, which can be used to trap Granny inside. So if you can make a noise in there, Granny will go to it. You can shut this door, pop the plank down and turn it on, and the sauna will activate and knock Granny out for a set period of time. This is one way that you can get rid of her other than shooting her with a crossbow or a shotgun. So through this little gap that we found earlier, we enter a tunnel from the basement. Often there's an item on that table. As you can see, I've just picked the special key up that we used earlier on in this episode. You can continue through this tunnel up to the shed. Inside the shed, you'll notice there's a bucket ahead of you on the shelf, which can be knocked off and cause noise. There's often a watermelon or another item on that shed table. You can peer through the window, but Granny can also see you through there. If you open the door, you'll proceed into the garden, which is the area that we jumped out the window to earlier on. This box can be opened with a screwdriver in order for you to use the switch, which is the other part of the main door escape. You can cross this tripwire here also to create a noise for Granny. The guillotine in the centre of the garden is used to cut open the watermelon when you have it. There's often an item inside the watermelon that's useful. You need a winch handle to use the winch on the well to bring the bucket up for whatever items inside there. You can hide in this box over here away from Granny. And also there's a playhouse which requires a key for the padlock to enter. Inside the playhouse there's a cogwheel safe where you need 2 cogs to open a safe to usually gain a key. And this is the entrance to the sewers, which we will now move on to. So now we're down inside the sewers, looking back up into the garden. You can go through this tunnel, which will lead you into the next part of the sewers, where we'll find the jail. To open the jail door, you'll need a crossbow to peer through this hole, which you'll need to shoot that little red target there. I think you can use a shotgun as well. That will open the sewer door. I'll just quickly show you how to do that. So if you're using the crossbow, you just have to aim slightly above the red target and press shoot. That'll pop it back and allow you to open the door. Inside here you can find a freeze trap along with a couple of other items and a skeleton. That is a noise, by the way. A freeze trap can be placed on the ground. When it turns green, Granny can tread on that and it will freeze her, but it will also freeze you if you tread on it. So now we move up to the part of the house which is classed as the abandoned house. I'm not sure why, that's just what it's classed as on the wiki. It's a fairly small room with a cupboard that you can open, a fireplace, it's normally got a battery inside, and a crow cage. If you open the crow cage and try to take the item, a crow will attack you. In order to get around this, you'll need to put some bird food into this pot here, which will make the crow fly over to it and enable you to grab whatever item it's underneath. Be careful of the creaky floorboard there in the middle and this painting on the wall. There are 2 little closets which you'll need a hammer for, as shown in this clip here. You can open the closet up. Inside you'll have a barrel, normally with an item sitting on top of it, which is a part of a shotgun. This closet, there's sometimes an item on the table. Now this door also now leads through into what's classed as the meat room. Now the meat room is called the meat room because of this big hanging piece of meat. Let's hear the memes. If you knock the meat, Granny will hear that, and you can actually knock it off the wall so it doesn't get in the way in future. I would always recommend doing that as part of your distraction. You can now move into the hidden area. This is the middle floor of the hidden area. Be careful of the cup on the shelf, which flies off and creates a noise. You can hide in that dark space so Granny doesn't see you. If you go down the stairs to the lower floor, this is the tunnel that I was on about that actually leads back to the basement area. You can knock this over to come back on any mode except extreme. Extreme mode, you aren't able to do that. It's barricaded off, so you can't actually get through. It does make it very easy with access to that tunnel. You need a screwdriver for the screwdriver safe. I've shown you previously how to get that. So now we can proceed to the top floor of the secret area, sorry, the hidden area. In the middle of the floor there's a massive creaky space. You can hide behind those shelves there, which also open up the drawers, often have items inside. This area of flooring on extreme mode is actually unavoidably creaky. There's no way to get around it without actually setting the creaky noise off and attracting Granny. If you push these boxes over here, you have the hidden closet, which often has items inside. You can also pull this little button in the top corner to open up a second secret part, and that's where the teddy bear is 100% obtainable every time. The teddy bear actually makes you walk slower, and Granny always gets attracted to you no matter where you are whilst holding teddy bear. There's also the weapons safe, where you need the weapon key to access the crossbow with 3 tranquilizer darts, which paralyse Granny. There's a table that often has an item on top which leads back through to the bedrooms. So now we'll move on to the hidden capture animations and the practice mode escape scenes. So the first is the closet capture animation. If Granny catches you in the closet, she'll open it and catch you, which will proceed to another day. Next is the box capture. You hide inside a box while she's seeing you, and she will fetch you out of the box with another standard animation. And third off, my favourite and by far the scariest, is the bed capture animation. So if she sees you going underneath the bed, you will be greeted with this. So now I'll move on to the escape scene on practice mode for the main door. Good job, you managed to escape from Granny's house. If you feel ready, try again, but this time when Granny is home. That's the message you'll get for completing practice mode. And also now we have the car escape, so you can turn the car on and you need to reverse back and forth until the wall breaks and you escape. So that will conclude the first Granny video. Hopefully you're now familiar with the layout of Granny's house and have learnt something new. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below if this has helped in any way or even anything that I may have missed. The next video will be a guide to complete Granny on one of the first presets on extreme mode. So I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much.